Hello. Hey. Welcome to TTL Media, Tim's Take Live. I am not Don Cheadle. I'm your host, Tim Black. But I do like Don Cheadle. I think his work is great. You guys, can you see the pinstripes in this shirt? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Somebody asked me, said, Tim, why you always dress up in your videos? And the answer's simple. I respect my audience. And I think, just like comedians, it's a culture of a lot of, like, real G school comedians. They always dressed up in their shows. And it's just a respect for the audience. Make people feel like you put forth effort. And I know some people don't do that. That's their choice. I do it because that's my choice. I'm just going to be me. I gotta be me. All right. I got a story for you today that's a good story. It was sent to me by Nathan Green. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate you. I know you sent me a couple stories, but this one I had to do because this one is positive. And I don't get to do enough positive stories. And I should make time to do more of them, so here goes one. Now, let's get that on the big screen. Bam! That's right. Okay, the officer in this picture. First of all, this is a great picture, isn't it? Don't you love that picture, ladies and gentlemen? That's right. Officer and a young man, 13 years old, okay? Now, the officer in the picture, his name is Officer Gaetano Acerra, okay? And the young man's name is Cameron Simmons. Cameron is 13 years old. Now, here's the backdrop of the story. Cameron calls the police station and says he doesn't want to live with his family anymore. He had an argument with his mom. Somehow Officer Acerra is notified of it, and he tries to talk to the young man. Now, he tells the young man what we know, right? What we always heard growing up. You got it good, boy. Don't you know you got a roof overhead? Don't you got clothes on your back? Don't you have food in your stomach? That means you doing good. You know how many kids wish they had that. So, Officer Acerra goes to the boy's house and he notices. Boy doesn't have furniture in his room. Doesn't have a bed to sleep in. Officer Acerra says, I need to do something to help this young man. And he did just that. He started a collection. Now, a collection, I think it was run on Facebook by his brother Ferdinando, okay? And he did that. He went and he got furniture. He got a TV, a desk. He got a bed. Most importantly, he got a bed for this young man. Even a Wii system, a Wii gaming system for the young man. And he surprised the young man, brought it to his house, and gave it to him. And what did the young man say? He said, wow, I'm sure my back won't hurt anymore. Let that sink in. He said, wow, my back won't hurt anymore. Officer Acerra, he gave of himself. He said he did not do this for publicity. He did this because he could and he should. So he did it. I need to do more stories like this. More stories that are good stories. Stories that remind us that any stereotypes about people, negative stereotypes that we have about people, are wrong. That there are all types of people. From a young man, 13, going through some hard times, to an officer who reaches out. We're changing hearts and minds. Slowly but surely, we're changing hearts and minds. I got to get out the eraser and erase some of that crud you got in your head that makes you believe that everyone is the same. That everyone you see is the same. When you start thinking that, you become like everyone else. Those things that you detest. Do you understand? Anyway, I want to tell Officer Acerra, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate what you did for this young man. I also want to say to the young man, you see what the officer did for you and the community did for you. It wasn't just the officers, the community as well. Right? People care about you. You know what your job is? You know how you pay them back? Of course you pay them back by saying thank you, but you know what you do? You do the same thing for somebody else one day. Got it? That's how we keep this thing going, young man. That's how we keep it going. You do something for somebody nice one day. You do something for them. That's how you give back. Oh, and Officer Acerra, most importantly, even more importantly, I think, Officer Acerra said he gave the young man his cell phone number. He's going to stay in touch with him so he can continue to help him. Great story. Great people. All right.